is nothing like it. Before you even get to the lights, this mountain's already testing everything. Your car, your courage, and your character. The car's not built for a quick getaway. It's loaded with fuel for 1,000 kilometres of punishment. And that lower diff ratio means less grunt off the line. When the lights go out, you drop the clutch like you mean it. Violent, raw, and absolutely mental. The wheels spin, the car launches, and you're off.
The mountain today. This is one of the greatest challenges in motorsport, and it offers the sweetest of rewards. And it is a starlight road on the inside.
Then comes turn one, Hell's Corner. You're bombing toward this 90-degree left at over 200 kilometres per hour, and it's daring you to brake late while promising to destroy you if you push too far. Brake at just the right moment, wheels threatening to lock, carry it to the apex, then get back on the throttle. Too careful and you lose speed. Too brave and you're eating dirt. Next up is Mountain Straight, 174 metres of climbing hell. Every metre demands you attack it, foot flat, hauling the car as hard as it'll go. There's a bump mid-track right where you want to shift to fourth, so you've got to pull offline just to avoid short shifting. Not ideal, but that's Bathurst for you. Hit the crest and suddenly you're floating. Tyres struggling on the cold surface before you set up for Griffin's Bend. This is where heroes are made and reputations destroyed. The braking here is brutal. Push too hard, miss the apex, and you're wearing the fence. That narrow on-camber section is your only friend. Get it right and you're straight back on the throttle. Miss it, your lap's over. The road narrows to 8 metres wide, but only 5 are usable. The other 3 metres, pure treachery. You're aiming for 160, maybe 170 kilometres per hour, trying to thread the needle while the hill teases you into thinking you can't stop. Into the cutting, second gear, precision is everything. Scrape that left mirror on the apex if you dare, but don't compromise your exit. At the next right-hander, you turn in blind. Every instinct screams at you to lift off, but lifting here is death. You override your brain, hold partial throttle, and trust physics over fear. McPhillamy looks simple on paper, just another corner, but approach it wrong and it will humble you fast. I hit the brakes hard, throw the nose in, and aim for the fence on the exit like my life depends on it. Then there's Skyline. This corner messes with your head every single time. You're flat out, heading for your marker. I aim for the K or the S on the sign, when the world just disappears. You're doing 240 kilometres an hour into a blind drop, using nothing but faith and a letter on a sign to guide you. 2 cars can't go through here side by side. Miss your marker and you're either in the fence or you're off the track. It's all downhill from here, through the tight turns and concrete walls. The dipper is off camber and it's nasty. The car gets light, lifts, then slams down with a spine-tingling thud that makes you flinch. You're back on the throttle while wrestling the wheel through controlled chaos. Forest Elbow looks innocent enough, but I've seen massive crashes here.
Had a bit of a look on menu, couldn't get it done.
No, top of the mountain at Forest Elbow, in fact. It was triggered by this. Jason Richards in the Team BOC entry went straight into the wall. Now, a couple of cars went past, but then Jamie Whincup arrives right on cue and big damage. So there was contact too with Shane Van Gisbergen involved in that. And straight into the fence.
Survive the elbow and you hit Conrod straight. Finally, it's a chance to breathe. At over 300 kilometres per hour, this is where I dare to take my hands off the wheel, give them a shake and I grab a drink. It's one of only 2 places on the track where you can actually talk to your engineer. The chicane comes at you at 290 kilometres per hour, flat out. Back in the day, this would have been terrifying, but modern aero makes it manageable. Though still, no walk in the park. Then you're on the brakes, scrubbing off 170 kilometres per hour before the chase. Alan Moffat told me about the old days before they added the chase to slow things down. He described pumping the brake pedal at 300 kilometres per hour just to get some response, with Armco barriers waiting if you got it wrong. You got balls, he told me. But we didn't just have balls, we had cast iron nuts plated in scrotums made of steel. That last right-hand kink before the final corner tries to trick you into thinking it's flat out, but you've got to short shift and resist the temptation. The final corner looks deceptive after everything you've just been through, but it's anything but simple. Lock up here and you're in the gravel trap.
PS car perched in the gravel on the exit of the final corner, locks the rears just as he turned in, and it pointed him straight at the super cheap buffer there.
Then back on the throttle, back on the start straight. Sounds easy, right? Well, that's one lap down and there's 160 to go. That's Bathurst. Every corner demands your respect. Every lap tests your limits, and every mistake costs you dearly. It's not just a racetrack, it's a monster that separates the brave from the foolish. And even then, it doesn't always care about the difference.